Yo, what's going on, guys? So in this video I'm actually going to share with you a secret high risk to reward trading strategy which I've been using on GBP USD for the last sort of year and a half. Okay, and if you can follow the simple set of rules which I'm about to share with you in this video for free, you will start to see yourself hit those 4 or 5 figure payouts consistently and actually breeze these prop firm challenges really easily. One thing I do want to express with you though before I start in this video is the fact that through this YouTube series where I'm about to give you guys all my secrets, all my strategies that I've been, testing out over the last year and a half, 2 years, I have actually tried and tested in live market conditions, but only right now, recently, I've only started to stick to 1 or 2. And then for those of you who've been following me for recently as well and kept up to date with my socials, you'll see that now I only trade 1 pair in 1 session, which is gold, okay? And that just means that it suits me, right? These strategies that I'm about to show you guys, I want you to treat my YouTube almost like a library of strategies because there's so many gems here that I can share with you. There's so many complex strategies that are taught in the YouTube scene, okay? And I know I can simplify these for you very easily. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the video. Now, before I jump on the charts, I'm going to draw it out for you so you guys can really understand the simplicity of this, okay? And also when it comes to the set of rules, very simply, we have these set of rules here. So this is classed as the London liquidity sweep, right, where we're going to be using order blocks and fair value gaps to take our trades off. For those of you who don't know these terms, don't worry, I will make a separate video for these. Just make sure you leave a comment down below if that's what you want a video on, okay? So we're going to be strictly trading from 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock UK time, which is basically the London Open, okay? Whatever the summer time is, it doesn't really matter. Basically, whenever London Open is, plus 1 hour, that's our window, okay? Again, London liquidity sweep is what we kind of call it. You can call it whatever you want. We're going to be using the 15-minute time frame and the 1-minute time frame only. Okay, 15-minute time frame to mark up the highs and the lows, 1 minute for entries. Right, GBP USD and Euro USD are the main pairs you can actually use this on. I have seen it tested on US 30 and I've seen it tested on gold, but these 2 pairs are the most favorable. In fact, yeah, I think GBP USD is my favorite for this system. So let's get straight into the system, right? So very simply, what I like to do when it comes to this strategy, very simple. What I like to do is very simply just see my 8 o'clock marked out. So let's just imagine this is 8 o'clock right here. Let's change the color of this. Okay, so imagine this is 8 o'clock right here. What you're going to see prior to 8 o'clock is obviously market structure, okay? Meaning that you're going to see highs and lows in the market. So whenever we start to see these highs and lows in the market, what we're going to start to do is just mark them off, right? With a trend line or just like a little line, whatever you find that suits you best. Just mark them out, okay? So in this scenario here, this low hasn't actually been swept, right? There's no point me marking this low right here because it has been taken out by this leg right here, okay? So we're going to just leave that alone and we're going to mark the highs that haven't been swept, okay, and highs and lows. So that would be this in this scenario, okay? Then when 8 o'clock hits, right, and when the London session opens, what we're actually going to be looking for, and to be honest, this actually is another low right there, to be honest, right? This leg here hasn't swept this low, okay? So that's like an untested low, but this low itself hasn't actually been swept. So now what we're going to look for when it comes to the 8 o'clock time, let's just say the window is from here. Imagine this was just all 1 hour, right? What we're going to look for now is very simply the market to come into either a high or a low, right? Whichever one it comes into first is where we're going to be trading in the opposite direction from. So in this scenario here, let's just say the market starts to go like this, right? And the moment it takes out this previous high prior to the 8 o'clock time, right? The moment it takes out this high right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the 1 minute time frame, okay? And in this area, what you're going to start to see is basically market structure, which has just created that push to the upside. What we're going to look for is very simply a break of a previous low. So imagine this low right here on the 1 minute time frame with a displacement or an FVG. That's the key word here, okay? You want to see that break with an FVG or a displacement and a displacement candle, and then that's an area which we're going to be using as an entry point. So when the market does come back up into that area, we're going to take our trade there with a nice tight stop loss, okay, and target other levels of liquidity, giving us that major high risk to reward. So let's re-clarify that very simply. If it takes out the high, right, we're going to be looking for a 1 minute reversal in this area to trade the retracement or the reversal back down, okay? If it happens the other way around, if the market comes up to here and then comes to the downside and takes out this low prior to the 8 o'clock, we're going to be looking for 1 minute confirmations here to take to the upside. Even if this leg here on the higher time frame is a retracement to go down, by then you guys have already got a high risk to reward trade. You would be in profit, or at the worst case stopped out our break even, okay? And we all know that a break-even trade is always better than a loss, right? So that's what you're going to be looking for. And yeah, just very simple. We're going to be trading in the opposite direction to where price gives us the break. And for those of you who don't know, very simply, we also have 3 price cycles. So let's just re-clarify this for those people who don't know. Price only moves in 3 cycles. You have the consolidation phase, you have the manipulation phase, and then you have the distribution phase, right? Where people will be taking buys from here, they'll be also be putting their stop losses right here, okay? Thinking that this is an area to, be buying from. It'll go up in profit a little bit and then stop them out. What we're going to be doing is, let's say the market breaks out of this previous high, remember, looking for confirmations in the manipulation phase, right, to then have it distributed to the downside, right? This is also known as the power of 3 or the AMD cycle taught by ICT, okay? And it's very, very simple. You guys can call it consolidation phase, manipulation phase, and then the expansion phase, whatever you guys want, whichever you think suits you best. But now let's get straight to the video. And let's get straight into the chart now. Just before I get into the chart, if you guys want to get your prop firm challenge passed for a very, very small price, okay, go ahead and click the links in the description down below. 100% guarantee we will pass your challenge. Okay, if we fail your challenge, you'll get 100% of your money back. Okay, it's a zero risk investment. You guys can see that I've actually been funded with these firms that I'm offering the passing to. I've actually had 3 payouts by the time you guys see this video. I will have received my 4th payout as well. Lots of proof, lots of testimonials here, as you guys can see right here. Lots of proof, lots of testimonials for a very, very small price. We are having an intake of clients every single month for a very limited time. Okay, limited spots are available. So if you guys can join the channel, DM the admin right there and see if you can secure a spot, you guys will get funded literally 6 figures. You guys go ahead and put 0.5% or 1% on one of these high risk reward trades. You'll have made not just your money back, but much more profit. And after that, it's all profit. So it's a one-time payment, and you'll get yourself funded literally 6 figures. Any account size we will pass for you, right? Go over here, check all the testimonials out. If you have any questions, go ahead and message the admin right there. So let's get straight to the video right now, guys. So this is the example right here. So as you can see, I've got the purple line right here, which is basically a session, right? And when it comes to 8 o'clock, so let's just wait for the time right here. What is this? Okay, so right now it's 7:45. Perfect. So 7:45 right here, and what I'm going to start to do is mark off my highs, and I'm going to mark off my lows, right, prior to the 8 a.m. open. Simple. I've now got a high and now I've got a low, right? So let's just forward the chart and let's see what happens. Okay, great. So the market has already swept this previous high. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more advanced and know a little bit about smart money concepts, supply and demand, you'll know that we actually have traded into this massive FVG, or this massive displacement, to rebalance price. Now what I'm going to do now, by sticking to the 15 minutes, so 15 minute is used specifically for marking out the highs and the lows. Now that I've seen the 15-minute break to the upside, I'm going to jump into the 1-minute time frame and start marking out my highs and lows and seeing if the market can give me a break to either side, so we can then use that as a reason to trade in the opposite direction from. So there we have it. There's a low right there and there's a high up here. So I'm going to keep the lows on because that's what we want to see broken. Let's see if the market breaks that. Okay, it comes down, makes a new higher low. So we're going to go ahead and mark this off. Clean. Keep going. The market's made a higher high. Is it going to break this previous low right here? Okay, so that's a new low that the market has made. New higher low. Let's just keep working with this right now. So the market's now starting to peak right over here. As you can see, some sort of a double top. And now we actually have had a break of this previous low right here. Okay, let's make it perfect. So you can see this strong candle to the downside breaking beyond this low right here with a strong displacement candle right there. Okay, now with this next candle giving us that extra gap to trade within, we can actually now mark this off as a fair value gap, an area basically where we expect the market to retrace back into to rebalance this area of price action. Okay, so that's an area where we're going to be looking to take our trades off, and that's basically it, right? So now that we've seen the low broken after the 1 minute, so basically what this is simply just this right now: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low, equal high pretty much, and then a strong break of this low. We found something in this region right here, which we can hopefully see the market come back into in the future and then hopefully trade away from it. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Let's see. Now this is a perfect example, in fact, where a lot of traders, for example, seeing that this is a break and a potential retest of this high right here, a lot of traders will start to buy off this area, right? And that for me is actually a little bit incorrect. Not really incorrect, but you're not going to actually get the high risk rewards out of this setup right here. So let's see if now that the market has moved to the downside, what I'm going to start to do is actually place my entries right here on that fair value gap, and actually go ahead and put my stop loss above that previous candle high, which actually made that fair value gap. Okay, for extra confidence, I mean, you can actually go ahead and use your Fibonacci tool to give yourself that extra confirmation and confidence that your area of entry is actually in a more discounted area, well, in a more expensive price, because we want to sell high, buy low, right? And let's see how the market reacts from this area. Okay, so it's continued to the downside even more, giving us even more of a more expensive price to get in on. And there you have it. Now that we're tagged in, now what am I going to do? Well, from now, I'm actually going to go ahead and mark off my areas of liquidity. So the first point I'd always like to mark off is the equal low that the market has made. So I'll mark this out in red. In fact, let's mark this in a different color. Let's go with... Okay, so dark blue right there. We're going to go for this low, and we're going to go for this low right here. Okay, so if this hits... right, this would be a very clean 1 to 10 risk to reward trade. Let's see how this plays out. And if you guys have seen my highlights on my Instagram, you will notice that I've actually started to take these trades a lot, and GBP/USD is literally my first ever pair that I traded on, and it is a very, very nice pair to start trading this system on. Okay, and as you can see, let's see there, take profit 1 hit, take profit 2 hit, beautiful. Just comes down to take profit 3. Beautiful, perfect price action. Look how market reacts after it takes out this low. Notice that I actually cleared it out by just sweeping it just a little bit and then continuing back a little bit to the upside. Does it continue past this area? Potentially. Okay, no, it doesn't. So great. Nice 3 take profits right there. And as you can see, that's a 1 to 10 risk to reward. Put 1% on that trade. Okay, with this high probability session timing move, as you can see, this happened at 8:59, sorry. And yeah, that's 10% potentially gained on your account. Let's move on to another example. I believe one actually happened today, if I'm not mistaken, so we don't even need the replay tool for this. So let's just go back and check this out. So if you guys just look at it, one thing I want you to understand is that this phase over here, as you can see, this is all accumulation, right? This is accumulation, it's consolidation of the market. Whenever there's an opening of a session, right? Whenever you see, this is a little tip for you guys. Whenever you notice that when the market opens, right? Or sorry, when a session opens, let's say the New York Open, the London Open, because there's so much volatility in there, this is where a lot of the institutions will be involved. And this is where I've noticed a lot of manipulation to occur, right? Meaning high momentum, high volatility equals, potential manipulation, because there's so many traders in the market at this point, right? And as you can see, this is all accumulation. The market manipulates and then it distributes, right? And this is a very, very clean example, which you guys will, let's just go back, we'll go ahead and work on right now. So let's just go back into replay mode. Let's just show you guys how this would have worked out. So 15-minute time frame. And what I'm going to do here is very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and mark off my highs and my lows prior to the session. Let me just open this candle up. Okay, great. So you can already see, I just wanted to make sure that was 8 o'clock. So you can see that the market took out this previous high right here. So I would have marked out this area on the 15. And this high and this high right here. And I would have also marked out this previous low right here and this low right here. Okay, on the 15-minute time frame. Now that this candle's broken to the upside, and some people might ask, if it does the 8 a.m. open candle, does it have to break the previous high with a strong candle? No, it just needs to sweep it, right? It can close below, but the wick can be above. But in the 1 minute time frame, we want to look for confirmations in there. So let's go to the 1 minute time frame, and as you can see already, automatically the market has actually been trending to the upside, not giving us any breaks with momentum back down to the downside. So as you can see, this is just a circle. So right here, it's fine. No breaks, no breaks, no breaks. Let's see what the market does from here. So even this is actually kind of marking out this previous low for us. Let's see if the market gives us a reaction from here. There's a new low right here formed. So we're really just tracking price at this point, right? We're just going to monitor price, track it, and see how the market performs. Right, great, perfect. So that was already a nice clean break that we've got from this previous low with a displacement candle right here. And automatically I'm going to go for the highest fair value gap, right, which is right over here. So with me identifying that break of structure, or not even a break of structure, just that break of previous low with displacement, I'm now going to identify this as a potential fair value gap, right? And what you could actually have done right at this point is actually enter straight off there, because this candle has closed below and it's left that fair value. So anything now you can actually go ahead and enter on, put your stop loss above this candle high, right, to be safe. This is you getting now these 3 pip stop losses. And let's just see how the market plays out from here. And what we would like to do from this point is, let's just take away these. What we want to do from here now is mark out our swing highs and swing lows, right? We've got the 1 minute time frame to work with, and what you can actually see automatically here are numerous points of interest. So for me personally, I would like to see this low get taken. I would like to see this low over here get taken. And you've got even this nice structure point here, and even this ultimate low right here. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'll be looking for, and if this can hit, this would be a clean 1 to 6 risk to reward trade. Let's see how this goes. So now that we're tagged in, and just before we actually continue with this example right here, guys, for those of you who want to continue learning more about my system, my strategy, I do have the Ads Trading Academy available, open for enrollment for those serious traders who actually want to be part of my inner circle and actually go ahead and learn my systems at their own pace. You will get one-time payment for lifetime access. Okay, guys, this is the Academy curriculum. You guys can go ahead and check the links out below and see what we're going to be talking about, but you guys will get access to all my pre-recorded webinars, my pre-market breakdowns, Sunday market breakdowns, post-market analysis, even my shared trade ideas in the Discord every single day. Okay, and 24/7 support. Literally, there's no other place better to be if you guys want to learn these sort of strategies from myself, have the one-to-one support. But yeah, again, want to express it is for serious traders only. So yeah, the price will be increasing very, very soon. And also for those of you who want to follow me, my Instagram is right here with a lot more other educational content for you guys to go ahead and watch. So yeah, let's see how this trade plays out. And yeah, let's just go. So as you can see, we're tagged in a bit more deeper right there. And to be honest, one thing that I have noticed is whenever I like to, sometimes with these type of trades, a lot of people like to go half risk, right? What I like to do is whenever I see the market give me a drawdown and it goes about 50% to my stop loss, I actually go ahead and enter another trade right here. So with me doing that, I'm now potentially entering either 1% risk overall, because I'm entering 0.5% here and 0.5% here, so actually 0.75 right now, sorry. So because if I put 0.5 on both entries right here, then I'm risking 1%, but because now it's in drawdown and I have confidence in this trade, especially now with it unfolding at 8.24, I'm going to go ahead and put 0.5% in this area again potentially, or even 1%, right? Because overall now I'll be risking 1.5%, or at the lowest is 0.75%, right? And if this trade can hit now, we're looking at a 1 to 11 and a 1 to 6, right? So overall potentially 1 to 17, and let's see how this trade plays out. And this is actually today, guys. There you go. Beautiful price action right there, hitting into take profit 1 and then going straight into take profit 4 right there for an overall 1 to 17 risk to reward ratio. Okay, and again, just to express, this actually happened today, literally today, right? And the last example I showed you happened just literally over here, I think it was, or the one before. But this happens every single day, guys. GBP USD, Euro USD, go ahead and backtest this, go ahead and forward test it. Okay, very simple set of rules. 15 minute for your highs and your lows, 1 minute for entries, displacement FVG for the break. Look for that fair value gap, which I've marked out here. Let me just mark this out in red. In fact, let's not a great color, let's go for yellow. Okay, yellow's fine, right? And then you want to go ahead and look for an entry right there. This is how you're going to start smashing your prop firm challenges and start getting those high risk to reward trades just with these simple setups. But I know there will still be people here adding more things to this rule, to this strategy, making it more complicated. But I need to express and stress the fact that if you guys can stick to your trading rules, you will be successful. It's as simple as that. I know you've heard it 100 times, but just do it and test it out, see how well it does, right? And that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I will be uploading a lot more frequently from now on, aiming to get you guys 1 video a day out. So if you guys did find this video helpful, leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And lastly, again, if you guys are interested in this prop firm passing service, go ahead and click that link in the description down below. There are limited seats available. One other student actually joined the FastPass service, joined the Signals room, which comes for free for 1 month, and actually made $2,300 on their first trade in the Signals room, right? Tons of proof, tons of transparency right here. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's it from me, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.